lady that's talking, she didn't realize that it was Shamar that got arrested. She literally was sitting there waiting for the train because it's the train station. And then when they put handcuffs on Shamar, that's when when she noticed that it was Shamar. It's a lot of music in the background. The girl's not really saying anything. She's just basically saying that she realized that it was Shamar. It's just nothing but music. You cannot hear Shamar. You cannot hear the cops talking to him. You just hear loud music blasting, and you just see, the interaction of what's going on and how Shamar got put in handcuffs. The girl that's talking, you can't even really hear what she's saying. She's basically saying that she didn't even know at first when the person was getting put in handcuffs that was actually Shamar. And that's all she was saying. I thought she was going to be able to tell more information on why he got arrested, but she didn't even realize it was Shamar until they put him in handcuffs. That's when she paid attention to, oh, who's that getting arrested? And then she looked over and said, wow, that's Shamar. And she was kind of looking like she was shocked because she was literally, before the police came, was in the station with him and had no idea that it was Shamar that was in the station prior to him getting arrested. So she has that like shocked and astonished, like, oh wow, I'm literally sitting across from somebody on the train station that everybody knows, and he's getting arrested. Yep. So that's how that went down with that. But he definitely got arrested and stuff. And I really hope that they let him out. Let me read this stuff. Make sure you leave your comments down below, and shout out to the replay game. Make sure you guys, you know what I'm saying? Leave your thoughts down below. Good morning, Toby. It says, good morning, beautiful people. Hey, Toby, sweetie. I wish Shamar would sit down. That's what I was saying too, somewhere, and stop running the streets. This is so sad to see this young man in tumbling down. Yeah, and I was saying the same thing because I've been in contact with him for the last couple of days, and this must have happened at night. And he sent me like one of his reels. We had the the white and black on shirt, and he had, I think it was a cowboy hat, I can't remember, but he sent me anyways one of his reels. And I've been trying to get him over to the platform for like 2 days, and like he's been just when he distanced himself from me, I know that he's up to no good. So I just I just let him be great, and then when he wants to come around, he'll come around. But for the last 2 days, I've been trying to get him on the platform, and I knew he was up to something. So I wasn't surprised when I saw, not heard, I saw with my own 2 eyes that he was getting arrested, put in handcuffs, and it's just ridiculous. Let's get them likes up. Let's get the likes up. Y'all think I'm playing because I'm like a pushover with you guys. I'll tell you guys to hit the like button, and you guys literally just stand in here and just don't hit it. And it's like diabolical. I'm not starting this live. This showing you until I get the likes up. But I just wish him the best, and I just wish whatever he's going through to make him make these decisions. Because if you're making content, I've never heard anyone getting arrested for making content unless you're doing something that's just over the top. But I always keep telling people that Shamar's just like everybody else. He needs to stay relevant too, any means necessary. So don't think just because he's Shamar, he doesn't have to worry about that because he's the clout. Yeah, he's the clout, but the clout don't keep the clout unless he's doing what he's doing, which is content, creating content. And I guess this is what they're allegedly saying that he was doing, creating content. But that content got his freedom taken for a hot little second. I'm not saying it's going to be for a long time. He'll probably get out today, but still, his freedom was taken. And it's really ridiculous. I don't know if he's doing this content for somebody else and they were paying him a couple of coins or what. But he's the one going to jail. End goal is he's the one going to jail. That's how it always ends up for Shamar. Shamar always ends up doing something, and he's the one always catching the break. It's just retarded. Like, make it make sense, bro. Hey, Miss Latina, how you doing, sweetie? Make sure y'all hit the like button. Like I said, nothing will be started until them likes get up. And I hate to be like that. I feel like a piece of ish sometimes, but yeah, sometimes you got to put your foot down because, you know, people come over here and they say, and it's so sad. It's 107 people in here and there's only about 50 people that really supporting me. The rest of them are haters because if they were supporting me, that 107 that are in this live right now, it would be 107 likes. And four of them just dropped. Well, 5 of them just dropped. So yeah, right. So they just said, well, we're not gonna hit the like button. So, you know, I'm just gonna drop because she's gonna just keep saying hit the like button. So that's all you're telling me is that half of who's watching me right now, you don't support me by me seeing the numbers. I don't even have to know who you fugazis are, the ones that are not hitting the like button or the dislike button, because I can see it in the numbers. I'm not blind. You know, I'm not gonna cuss you out though. I'm not gonna threaten to start making it about money. I'm not doing none of that. I'm just not gonna show it until you know, hit the like button. Chime, it says on good people hit the like button. It's just really it's ridiculous. They think I get paid off the like button. If I got paid off the like button, I'd be broke, busted, and disgusted. One day at a time for me, sis. I know that's right. All love. I know that is right, sis. I know that is right. I don't know what Shamar's doing to his life, but he needs to get it right. He needs to stop this. I hope he does not get on live and tell us that he literally was doing content for somebody else and he was the one that got arrested. That would be diabolical. He's got to stop, man. He's always doing stuff around people that he shouldn't be around, and it's just a bunch of common sense. And it's ridiculous. It really is. You know, now I wouldn't even have ran with this and you know, went on this early because it's kind of early for us. Usually 1 o'clock is the time I usually go. But I saw it with my own 2 eyes, him getting put in handcuffs. So that's why I said I'm going to share it with the community. And that's why we're here now. But that boy needs to stop. It's ridiculous. It really is. And stuff. But I guess when you're so used to being messy and your life is always in a self-destruct you know, sense, that's all you know. I don't think that he signs up for getting arrested and all that other stuff, but it just don't make no sense him getting arrested for foolishness. But that's what he's arrested for. I just hope that they let him out because that's no place for him. I don't care how tough and the big bad wolf that I keep saying Alvo. Shamar thinks him too, Alvo too. He don't need to be in jail. If anything, he needs to be in counseling. Shamar need to be in counseling. He need Jesus. For real. It says, I mean to say, come on, good people, hit the like button. Yeah, they don't hit it. I'll just sit here. Don't make me no difference. They're still watching. Don't make me no difference at all. They can hit it one person at a time purposely, and they can do it for a whole hour until they get it. I didn't say we had to get it to 100, but we're going to get it somewhere. So they can do whatever they want to do. But, you know, I got the information and I'm going to share it and that's it. But I'm not going to have you in here sucking up the information and you're not hitting the like button. We're not going to do that today. Not letting people get away with that today. Enough's enough. So we're almost at 100. We might as well just get to 100 now because we're almost at 100. We might as well at this point. So Shamar, if you're listening, if you're out now, which I don't think you are, boy, you need to get yourself together, man. You really do. Because I know that he doesn't have a history of being locked up. And you know, this is like this is his second time being locked up because quiet is kept. When Alvo had announced that he got locked up, he was locked up that time. Now, what exactly he was locked up for, I think it was for driving and he wasn't in his lane. I honestly believe that he was got locked up for that. I mean, Ray Charles can see through that he was locked up for that. The first thing he said that lets you know he got locked up that first time when Alvo announced it was him asking, well, how do you know? Who told you? Instead of just saying yes or no. Shamar definitely doesn't need to be in jail, not for him to be ran over and Yeah, treated poorly. Exactly. Greetings and blessings to all. Hi, Miss Dee Dee. Everything you are saying is so true. Shamar is headed for self-destruction. I hate to say it. We're his friends, LaShawn can bond him out. Yeah, but they're never around when this stuff happens. That's the thing. That's the gag. That's the real gag. They're never around when this stuff happens. LaShawn's never around. LaShawn wasn't even in the video when whoever was recording this, him getting put in handcuffs today. This morning or late last night or whenever he got arrested. But you know, LaShawn's nowhere to be found. But I'm quite sure somebody will get him out. It ain't gonna be probably a high bail. So somebody will get him out. You know what I'm saying? So he'll get out, but yeah, he'll get out. Let's get we need 21 more likes and we'll get started and I'll be able to show you him getting arrested. But the lady, I thought she was going to explain what happened. But she just had realized when he got put in handcuffs that he got arrested. And it was Shamar. She didn't even know it was Shamar. At least she was being honest. Some people would play it off like they knew it was Shamar and he was over there doing this and that and other side, you know, adding stuff to the story that don't even exist. It says maybe this will wake. It says maybe this the wake up he needs. Yeah, you're right. Miss Latina, blessings. Yes, but who's going to bond him out? That's what I'm saying. He got a girl cousin that I know he's close with. I don't really know who she is, but I know she does come to his defense a lot when stuff was happening in the past when he was with Alvo. So I know that she does exist. With LaShawn, let's talk about LaShawn. It's so sad when we can't say, will LaShawn bail him out? Because we all know that LaShawn is not his friend, he's an associate. Shamar has no friends, in my opinion, just opportunists. I said what I said, period. And I agree with you, Miss Latina. I wholeheartedly agree with you. And that's crazy. Yep, it's really crazy. So we need like 13 more likes and we'll be able to show it. So it's the longer you take, the longer we wait. No, you said talking about 7. No, we're talking about Shamar got locked up. I'm trying to get the likes up so that we can show the beautiful beam footage. Did he steal or not pay for train or bus? He may not need a bond sometime. You just do a few days on or no days. No, they're saying that it says on the post that he was arrested for doing content, but I'm trying to figure out what kind of content was he doing that was obviously it had to be inappropriate if they arrested him, because you can't arrest somebody for doing content. You know, you can't arrest somebody for taking the time out to be outside. We're not in a Democrat democracy, you know, what is it called? We're not like in Russia where you got to probably have a curfew to be in. You know, a democracy. I mean, you can go out, you can film content, but it's probably the kind of content he was probably doing is something he had no business doing. I believe somebody called the police. Or maybe then again, they could have been in the station. You know how they always have Metro police in these stations. With 6 more likes and we'll be there. And continue to hit the like button after we get to 100. Thank you. But yeah, they took him in handcuffs. So only he will be able to tell us exactly why he got arrested. And even then, we still won't know exactly why. Because like I said, these people in this circle, the circus, they don't always tell the truth. How did he get arrested for what? I just said it. They're saying that he was doing content, and I'm saying it again, but what kind of content did he do that constituted him to get arrested for? Was it inappropriate content or what? Was he spooking people, like walking up to people, harassing them, and somebody called? What kind of content was it? We don't know. We're all trying to find out. The post was just posted less than a half an hour ago. 3 more likes. 3 more likes. Tommy is going to be on. Thank you for advertising that. And I'm going to remove you because, hey, listen, I do things the way I do it over here on my channel. And I don't need for you to sit there and say that. I already said at the beginning of the video where I got the information from. So that's no secret. But you're not going to sit there and advertise somebody else on my live right now. So you're out of here. You will be able to look from the window and window lick. That's all you'll be doing. You don't have no right to come up on here and talk about another channel holder and what they're going to be doing. Because they're not here now. Okay, we can start now. Let me share. All right. All right, make sure you guys can see that. All right. All right, so let me blow it up some. As much as I can anyways. So it says, OMG, making content and looked up and Shamar was getting arrested. This is what it says right here. So let's go to the next footage of it. It's nothing but music playing. You cannot hear Shamar. You cannot hear even the cuffs being put on him. You cannot even hear the police arresting him. Probably the Metro police arresting him. None of it. It looks like there's somebody there with him right beside Shamar. All you hear is music. The lady, all she said was, he got arrested. She did not know he was even on the other side of the train tracks, basically. And she didn't know the person that was getting arrested was actually Shamar. So there's nothing that she's going to talk about that you need to hear. All you're hearing is loud music. And the lady saying that she just realized a second ago that the person that's in handcuffs was Shamar. That's all she could tell you. That's Shamar getting put in handcuffs. You see him walking him off? I'll let you listen.
They just arrested Shamar right in front of me and I didn't even realize that was Shamar. Oh my gosh, y'all, that's crazy. They just arrested Shamar right in front of me. I was like, making content, a video, and didn't even realize that was Shamar.
Yeah, so that's all you hear. You can't even barely hear her. I'm not going to keep playing that music because all they're going to do is try to copyright me. I ain't doing it. Just a short clip, that's all. Yep, so that's your boy. He got arrested. He got arrested. I don't understand why he just doesn't learn. I don't understand. He's got a hard head, makes it soft behind. Let me get, because I lost my place on here. It says maybe this, all right, I read that. Yeah, Shamar, he got to stop this. I read that. Okay, 2 more from me. Okay. Thank you, Miss Latina. Says Marmar is really making a bad name for himself. I agree with that. Says I don't care how upset and angry I get. I will not wish no downfall. you got to realize that only you can fix you. Own up to your wrong and make it better. I agree with you. He probably out there screaming and spazzing out. Who knows? He's been acting very strange lately. I said the same thing. That's why I've been trying to reach out to him, because I'm not understanding what's going on with him. So that's funny that you brought that up. So I don't know why he's doing this to himself. I honestly don't. But yeah, he's in jail right now. And I'm not surprised. But it's like it doesn't make any sense to like waste your time even speaking on it. I do want him to come up here and explain why is he getting arrested on this foolishness. However, I'm not going to press the issue too much because are we going to get the truth from him? And even if we get the truth from him, if he is not willing to want to change anything in his life, he's going to continue to get this stuff happening to him. So you got to look at it like that as well. It doesn't make any sense. They say that he was trying to create content. I don't know. He could have been under the influence. You thought about that, guys? He could have been under the influence of something that made him snap, and people were getting nervous and they called the police. You ever thought about that? You got to think about those things too. It may not even have been the content. He may have been acting strange and making people feel nervous, and they called the police. You just don't know. You can't guess either, But it's an unfortunate situation. It says 104/48. The math isn't, wait a minute. The math isn't matched. Hit the like button. I pray he was not trying to fight a woman. I hope not either. Because of the read the other day. I don't know. SL, if you are in sub mode only, then we should have the likes. If you run to watch them. Hey, Miss Diamond, good morning. He always wants to fight women, so now he can fight men. I don't know if he was in there. I don't know if he got locked up for fighting nobody. I can't tell you that. But all I can tell you is that he got locked up. He definitely got locked up. And I'm just trying to find out more about it. Everyone's now all getting the information. This is not no 4 or 5, 6, 7, 20 hours ago. This is all update information. I hope it wasn't happy adult fun time. I hope it really. I want to hope that it's fake too, but I don't think it is. I don't think it is at all. Shamar got to get herself together, man, and stop this nonsense. She was screaming Shamar's name before they cuffed him. That's my song playing too. I know y'all get arrested for not paying the train fare, but not sure if that's what happened. I don't know. Thank you, Purple Flower. Thank you so much, sweetie. LaShawn Funky Teal probably was influencing him to do something stupid. You already know. Hey, Walter. Yeah, so I just want to let you guys know this is an early live only because that was considered breaking news. That's the only time I'll probably just out the blue just go live and not set it up so that you guys would know in advance as if something like this came out. So that's the only reason why we went live so early. He's hanging out where he used to hang out when he was homeless. Yep. He needs to stay out of that area. Never go backwards. Always move forward. And you always put a Y in the chat. I always say Shamar needs to stay away from people, places, and things. And the people, places, and things that he needs to stay away from are the places that he was rolling in when he was homeless. I agree with you wholeheartedly. Why is it you get money, or your life's better, you leveled up a little bit, even if you ain't got money now, you got a roof over your head? Why are you pedaling backwards going to these places when you were homeless? You don't need to have to be there no more. You were only out in the streets in these places at the time because of the simple fact that you were homeless. You're not homeless anymore. You have somewhere to lay your head. Why are you doing this to yourself? Make it make sense. Doesn't make any sense at all. It says LaShawn's Funky Till. Oh, I already read that. Yes, right. Hey, Deirdre, how you doing, sweetie? Hey, Chef Scott, Sky. Shamar, just don't listen. Nope. How you doing? Maybe you're saying great job. However, keep it beautiful and respect. It says the S.L. Davis Garden. Thank you so much, Latina. I wonder sometime, do CC do things just for content? If so, no amount of money or clout will ever make me lose my integrity or morals. No better, do better. Exactly. No better, do better. But you know what? Like I keep telling y'all didn't want to probably believe it. I don't care if Shamar's the clout or not. He got the clout by doing content. So he can't just fall off not doing content. You know what I'm saying? He wants to still stay relevant just like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Or you'll just be like a one-hit wonder. So he has to create content too. Now, this created content without him even realizing it, him getting arrested and people seeing this. You know what I'm saying? But if he was trying to create content like people is trying to say that's what he was doing, it's not what you do, it's how you do it. What kind of content was you doing, Shamar, that you ended up in handcuffs? That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. That makes no sense for you to be getting yourself jammed up like that and over the stupidest thing. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said, people, might say, help him get monetized. I don't need that held over my name, getting him monetized, and then he gets up on there and he's self-destructing himself. I don't have nothing to do with that. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Continue to hit the like button. Thank you. It's just ridiculous. I don't know what's wrong with that boy. Make it make sense. I keep losing my place with the comments here. Doesn't make any sense. It says, I wonder some. Oh, I already read that. I read that. I'm just making sure I didn't miss. Yeah, Shamar does need to stop it. You got that right. We know Black Cat go eat this up. Yep, that's why I knew never wish downfalls on others. Well, he's not really in a predicament to eat anything up, to be honest with you, Black Cat, because he needs to turn himself in, because he's definitely wanted for the at least Shamar got arrested, but he can get out. When Black Cat goes to gets arrested or turns himself in, he's not getting out. They're sitting him down. So that's the difference between him and Shamar. And so he probably wish he was in the predicament as Shamar, as that he gets arrested, but he's going to get out right after he sees that judge. LaShawn won't bail him out. No, probably not. LaShawn probably ain't got no money to bail him out. He will learn he doesn't take responsibility. He always the other person's fault. Right. Say, I was drunk, right? Mm-hmm. At this point, I really needs a care. I think so too. He needs a caregiver. You already know. Don't give your pearls to swine. You already know, honey. Shamar tried to sneak into train station. Shamar's out. If that's the case, then that was real dumb. Shamar is A dang fool.